This is Beth Overhow for Central Kentucky Television. I am in Marion County at St. Charles Catholic Church, where you see parishioners who are exiting the church after Mass because today is their annual picnic. And they're all heading over to the fellowship hall where they can have a delicious dinner. There is not a wet spot on the ground, and if you saw the episode about the New Haven St. Catherine picnic, you will know it poured. But here it's a bright, shiny day, and everybody's dry. It's as if it's a whole different day. This picnic is an annual picnic for St. Charles, just as the St. Catherine picnic was an annual picnic. And we'll go inside and see what they're cooking up for supper. So if you're wondering what's for supper, here's a clue. They got the grills going and ribeye steaks. Pouring secret sauces on them. You may recognize some of the faces of these cooks. We'll see if we can get one of these men to give us a rundown of the situation. Here we are at the St. Charles picnic, and I'm with
Daniel Mattingly.
Daniel, are you helping out here with the cooking?
Yes, we're out here with Cattleman's Grill with a fine group of men here cooking our world famous steak for the St. Charles picnic.
Tell me about that steak. I noticed a lot of spices were being sprinkled on
Let
them.
me tell you, I can't tell you too much because it's top secret, but all I know is that you won't find a better steak anywhere in the country. I dare you find a better steak than what you're going to find right here at St. Charles Picnic.
What time did you have to start cooking to have enough steak?
We fired up the grill at about 2 o'clock, and we got about 750 steaks that we'll run through the grill and hopefully run through these people's bellies.
Well, yeah.
That's what we're hoping. We're hoping to sell out, so it's not too late. If you're just now getting this, we're here to 8 o'clock, and we'll even stay afterwards until this steak is gone.
So if you didn't make it this year, come next year for sure.
That's right.
Tell me, how long does it take per steak?
Oh, when the grill gets good and warm, it'll probably take approximately 10 minutes per steak. By the time you get it good, yeah, a little about 5 on both sides, and we're ready to go.
Now, what else is on the menu?
We also have green beans, we have potatoes, we have desserts that people have brought in. We got coleslaw and the best sweet tea you'll find.
Okay, what else is being cooked right in this area? Just the steak?
We're doing steaks, and then of course some people like hamburgers and hot dogs, and as far as hamburgers and hot dogs, you won't find a better one of those either. We cook the best of steaks, hamburgers, hot dogs. It's right here.
And you know, you've been real lucky with the weather today.
Tell you what, we have dodged the weather. We still may get a little rain. Of course, the farm memory says we need some rain, but it can come about 9 or 10 o'clock when everybody's got full bellies and ready to go to bed.
And I understand that the activities for this year are stationed inside.
Well, just in case it did rain, we decided to put everything inside. So all our booths, our cake booths, our creative jar, our silent auction, it's all taking place inside in air-conditioned comfort.
Awesome.
That's great.
And then you've got some live music for later?
We do have some live music. They're setting up now, and so it's going to be a good night. It's good and cool. The rain's going to hold off. Best food around, so come on out.
All right. Thank you for talking
You're
to me.
welcome.
Now, this I remember from years past is the way they store their beans and potatoes, and these are very unique food storage compartments. They do have the beans and potatoes in each one of these and staying warm, and they're filling up empties, and we'll see if we can get a picture of what's in one of them. There they are. There's those beans and potatoes. And you know, I bet these containers are collector's items. Very unique. In the kitchen, we have the carry-out line where the beans and some of the potatoes and other goodies are being souped up for people that want to take their picnic home with them. Everybody's so busy. Here inside the fellowship hall, you can see that the serving line is in full swing. Lots of volunteers helping to serve this meal. I saw a hamburger on somebody's plate, so They do have a choice if you don't want a steak. And then right here is the part I would come for. Look at all those delicious homemade desserts. And they have a 50-50 raffle, which these ladies are collecting money for. And you can see the fellowship hall is full of people enjoying this meal. Well, I found someone here at the picnic. What's your name?
Rick Smith.
And I was told that Rick can tell us all about what's going on here. Rick, tell us what's happening here.
This is just a St. Charles Parish social picnic. It started as not really a fundraiser, but it just started as a social event for people to get together. And then it turned into a fundraiser, and it's been probably 8 or 9 years now.
Oh, so it really hadn't been that long.
Not really, as a picnic. Like I said, it started out as just a social event. We wasn't planning to make any money, and we figured out that it could be a fundraiser, so we went from there.
And it looks like you have a lot of people here tonight.
We have several. We feed we cook about 800 ribeyes a year.
Oh, wow.
I don't know that we've ever served a total of 800, but we serve 750 or something like that.
And of course, I've already seen the menu. Looks like a really good menu.
We have ribeye steak, green beans, potatoes, coleslaw, and then a dessert, and then drinks.
And since you've turned it into a fundraiser, what do the funds go for?
They go to the church to keep up
General
the church,
maintenance?
just general maintenance and upkeep of the church.
Okay. And how many volunteers would you say it takes to
I
run
don't have a clue about that. Now, we have a lot of volunteers. It can't be done without volunteers.
And are the pies homemade?
The pies are all made from somebody in the parish. Pies and cakes are made from somebody in the parish for the cake wheel and everything.
Wow. And I noticed that this year you put the games inside.
We moved the games inside. Father got excited because he thought it was going to rain.
Well, it has. I got drenched.
So we moved them inside.
So, yeah, that's probably a smart thing. You'll be glad you did.
Thank you.
Well, I'll let you get back to cooking because there's still a lot of people waiting to get food.
Thank you.
And here we have one of the fundraising booths. It's the cake booth, Italian cream and jam cakes only. Oh my goodness. I do know from experience that those two cakes are in great demand. If you win one of those, you're getting a wonderful prize. And this family here has done quite well at the booths. They've got cakes, they've got candy. They've won something, I guess, at every booth there is. There's a hat with flowers. Oh, it's a gardening bucket. You all have done quite well for yourselves. This is the Create a Jar booth, which is probably where that little gardening bucket came from. And they got all kinds of different things in containers back there. And of course, they put their quarter on a number, and if their number comes up on the wheel, they win a prize. And now here we have the other cake booth, which has cakes other than Italian cream and jam cakes. And you can see that these three booths take up the whole back corner of the fellowship hall. One feature of the St. Charles picnic is that they have a silent auction with wonderful items to bid on. It's very crowded, but I'll try to give you an overview. Next year you might want to make a point to come and bid on these items. Some jewelry. Looks like a cutting board for UK. Maybe just a wall hanging. More jewelry. Artwork. More wall hangings. Looks like a whole lot of bourbon balls from the Gethsemane Trappist group. A hand-painted gold cards ice chest. Something for kids. A lot of pretty things. Here's another unique ice chest, one for the Marion County High School. For the Marion County Knights. A lot of wonderful items to bid on here at the silent auction. And this has been Beth Overhow reporting from St. Charles Community Picnic.